When Jesus died, he didn't die for our sins alone. As people always say that he died only for our sin. No, he died for you to inherit the promise of God. Look at me. The promises of God is of two versions. The promise he promised Father Abraham that his children will be numerous on the surface of the earth to inherit these promises, and the promise was broken. So the promises is still with God because God is not a covenant breaker. So God is looking for who will become a mediator that will mediate the covenant to the surface again in the life of every humanity. Now, when Jesus came, the whole world is of sin and God hates sin. So he died so that everyone can have the knowledge of the will of God. The will of the Father is everyone on earth to be righteous, to do what is right before God. So he died for us, for everyone to do what is right before God, so that your life will be able to imitate the righteousness of God. Secondly, Jesus died for every one of you to inherit the whole world, which is the promise. For you not to be a slave to the devil. But can I open your eyes? When Jesus died, devil knew that he has lost the entire world into the hands of Jesus. That is why he came. When Jesus went to the wilderness to pray for 40 days and 40 nights, he came. What did he come to do? He wanted to steal by trick what God has given to Jesus from his hand. And he said, look at the whole world, look at the glory of the whole world. He said, if you can bow down and worship me, he said, I will give it to you. And whoever that you worship become greater than you by law. And it can never be reversed. That is why God said, don't worship any man. Any man you worship will become your God, and the person will suppress you. It's a covenant. If you worship ancestors, it suppress you. It claim ownership of your life, because whoever you worship become the owner of your life. The reason why ancestral powers and all the powers of the grave are so much powerful over some humanity, it is because of the worship. Whoever you worship, you submit to become your God. That is why you see in the Bible, anyone that comes to worship Jesus, whether they have sins or they have no sin, automatically Jesus will look at them and do something for them. You know why? Because they submit themselves that you are greater than me. Remember, he said to his disciples, he said, don't go on the way of the sinners, only go to the lost sheep of Israel. That is the commandment, that is the agreement. But the Bible said that, and a Canaanite woman came and he spoke to Jesus about his problem. The Bible said Jesus never answered a thing, not a word. And his disciples said, but we knew that this is not the people you said we should go for, so send her away. And the woman came, and he worshipped. Immediately he worshipped, he break the covenant. And Jesus has no choice than to hear her. So if Jesus worship the devil on that day, he will lose the power.